Tuesday, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Detroit Lions taking on the Carolina Panthers.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Detroit Lions. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Have come and gone. It's off to Week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. Well, a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Stevens. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Stevens. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Play action. Here's Stevens. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, Stevens. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Off the bootleg. Stevens. Throw left side complete. It's Bowman. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line.
First and 10.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Looking to throw on second down. Stevens. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another first down. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Here's Stevens to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's first and goal. Stevens. And it's going to be incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. From the gun on third down. Stevens to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
One is right through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead.
Lions 3, Panthers nothing.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
To throw is Bowden. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Complete.
A gain of 6 there on first. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
At the 34-yard line.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now Bowden. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards and a Panther first down. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 91 yards, and a touchdown.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 39. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing is Bowden. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Baker. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And Bowden going to throw. Pushes past him. He's got his man on the crossing route.
Bowden's pass.
It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll make it a second down.
A 9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and 6 at the Lions' 22-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
And it's 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
It's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So on 4th down, Adam Gase turns to the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will tie us at 3-3.
3-3.
So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
His throw incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First connection there of the afternoon for those 2, and it's good for a first down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Going play action with Stevens. Over the middle, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
It's second down and 10.
To throw again. Stevens finding his safety valve here. That's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports.
3-3.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a handoff looking right. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead.
Lions 6. Panthers 3.
So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that were happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Carolina.
And they give this time to the tailback. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
He's brought down.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
On the move to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble. And now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
First down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
23-yard line.
Misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So here are the Lions to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there.
36 on the
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Stevens. Right side here, and that's complete. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Lions add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Extra point forthcoming. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try to take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Panthers.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It's sacked. A loss of a yard. And it's 3rd.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
3rd.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's going to look deep down the field. That will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Throwing again. Stevens. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Going to give this time to the tailback. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
That's so educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it.
The quarterback.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up
operating from the gun. Stevens got his man complete over the middle. It's Bowman. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard
from the gun. Stevens, and he's got it. Got his man on the in route, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. first down. Stevens. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Stevens setting up to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And 1.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stevens. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Operating from the gun, Stevens. And it is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. From 6 yards away. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
A try here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
For 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll throw now on the final play. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is scooped up by the Lions. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the Raiders who have the lead in that one. The Raiders looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. From there, we'll head to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. The Bengals seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they trail the visiting Steelers as that game has gone to the half. The Steelers locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team. Brandon Godden, and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in the second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
It's second and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here we go on second and 12. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. We're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's been for the first down, coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And his kick is indeed good, and that will close the gap down to 14.
Makes the score Lions 20, Panthers 6.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Good drive last time, really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Down behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
To throw on second down. Stevens. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Stevens pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing is Stevens. And this is going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Complete to number 8.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
2nd and inches at the 16.
Now they try the right side here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Running back. Tackled at the 25-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to right. He's got a man. Complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw here. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 26. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
3rd down.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick here is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
Lions 20, Panthers 9.
So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
22-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Stevens. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Stevens. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. I'm going to call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
It's a pickup of 6.
2nd and 4.
And 4.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Loss of 4 yards. It's 3rd down. 3rd and 8.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. Throw left side complete. It's Baker. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
19-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
Going to give this time to the tailback.
Another carry for the...
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 1-yard gains are trending, the same result on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down.
It's now 4th down.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
Makes the score Lions 20, Panthers 12.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
25-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Their lead back down to one score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Lions on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And this will wind up the Lions' first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Stevens now off the play fake. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And still just down 1 score. We'll see how big of a role that missed field goal plays, because it, of course, could have pushed this to a 2-possession deficit for them. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. And that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. That one good for 12 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
And the Panther 1st down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
At the 19.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is not going to go anywhere. We're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are a 2-point conversion away from tying up this football game.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the 2-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for onside kick.
Yeah, they would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that 2-point conversion. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. He'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Huge, huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sidelines?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Steps away. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Now back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
10 at their own 28-yard line.
So out now come the Lions. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now a first throw here in overtime. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Lions punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fights loose. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
40-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
To throw is Bowden. Oh, almost had it. Would have been a big interception here in OT. Instead, it'll give him another shot on 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And
now Bowden. He may try and run for this. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Two 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
down at the 48.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing is Bowden. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
And Bowden going to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. And give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a 1st down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
pick him down.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at him.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Well, right now, every little bit of yardage helps. So they're obviously well within his range. It's just about keeping the football and getting in the right spot.
Know your kicker. Get, as you mentioned, get it to the right spot, the place that he wants to kick it from. And if you do decide to throw the football, it either goes to your team or no one. It's the only kind of throw you make.
Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Lions will take over. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for a 2nd straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. And do you believe this? It's a safety, and the ball game is over. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Final score.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you. Tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Carolina, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.